the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the winner of the last two NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. That ball, and right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is confirmed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man, here is Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
They'll try again with Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. He'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0.
From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Jackson on 1st down.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Our game here, the 1st of 3 on this Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody. And remember, you got 2 more after this. We're followed here by the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then tonight, a good one out in the desert, the Bucks and Cards from Glendale.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have come back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. well. What a really nice drive.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just have
the Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
You mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Channing Tindall in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. After the sack on first down, Rodgers, they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Miami set to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson now. Dancing to his left.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
That caught by Manhertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And room there to work it inside the 25.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Mostert.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Jackson forced out to his left. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Rodgers now on first down.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And now the rookie's free. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And on the next-gen stats, we knew it would be impressive. It was. He traveled close to 80 yards after the catch.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's Jackson.
There's Manhertz, the tight end.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball, his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And some room to work. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Center's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On the delay, Jones. And some room to roam now. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis, 31 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Igbinoghene elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. Here's Mostert, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
A gain of 3, second down. Now Mostert. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a one-off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once-off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy, I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games, 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 games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know, life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone, 'cause life is a path to infinity.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.